So we're going to start on this video. So this is kind of new to me. And what I've never been able to do over the years is actually, I shoot for a bow company. And of course, you're always going to say, you know, that's the bow you chose. And I've done that for many, many years. And I shot a lot of great bows. There's no question about it. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to do some TT bow reviews coming straight from the Pig Man, the OG. And it's very simple. Nobody works on my bows. I do all my own work for myself and Junie. And this is a Bear Persist. This is the flagship model from Bear this year. Caleb was good enough to send me one over. Cool, different kind of a camo. Like the overall opening remarks would be, it's going to have to impress me on the range. I like the way the bow looks. I think the actual finish could have been a little bit slicker on it. But it's overall, I think, a pretty good package. I don't know that I can say that yet because of the actual price point, but I'm giving it every opportunity. Like this is not bash session. Hell, this may be my favorite bow of the year. I don't know. We're about to see. AAE Prophecy QD rest. So we'll get started. I'm gonna speed this along. I'm not gonna run this for 3 hours. I'm going to get the rest put on. I'm going to get the activation cord tied in. And then I want to show you guys again, once I get to that stage, how I actually run my sight, which this is it's the right-handed bow in your left hand. And, the sight for me will be on this side of the riser, not the back side traditionally, where your pins are in line with the arrow shaft. The pins will actually be left of the arrow shaft, and that's the way I shoot. A lot of people have questions about that because I had a car wreck and lost vision in my right eye, so I use my left eye to aim. So we'll get back into that right off. One thing that I think the grip's pretty cool. I think it's you can pop that off if you want. Lower stabilizer hole in the backs for like sidebars, which I'm going to shoot this bow with and without stabs. And then, but I like the cable roller system. It's super adjustable in and out. Left and right, and then this hinged roller system, and it has pins behind the rollers to actually keep the cables in position, which I like that. So we'll get going. I'm going to piece together this build, and then we'll end up out on the range. Bear Persist, take one. Okay, so you can see we've mounted the AAE Prophecy QD. I still got to cut the tag off of the activation cord. And, but what's different, I wanted to show you this, is I did go ahead and put the AAE stabs on here and, got my D-loop, of course, and I have to use a knot, on the string for my nose, but, let me get around over here. So, as you notice, the right-handed bow shelf is over here and my sight is above the shelf instead of being over here. We'll say this Persist, there's two sight mounting holes in the riser. I think they could do away with this window and maybe shorten the window here and then maybe put two more sight mounting holes so you're flexible to go, you know, wherever you need to be, because everybody's not the same. And in particular, back here, there's a spacer between the riser. I can see if I can get up here and show it to you. Between the riser and the sight. And I actually physically had to machine this part of the riser out so that spacer would set flat. So that's, but here's the deal. Remember now, not many other people is going to need to do that. That's just what I had to do for me. But anyway, it worked fine. So we're set up. I got the D-loop tied. I kind of eyeballed it. We have not shot an arrow off of it yet, but that's where we are headed now to see what we got. So, hard to sell film. What we're doing is we got the Bear Persist. I set it up with the AAE Prophecy QD rest. You can see my sight is on the other side of the bow, so you guys can see what I see. This is my Demon Hunter sight with torque lock technology. One cool thing about the Persist, it does have a bubble in the riser. I haven't paid that much attention to it because I'm so used to shooting a bubble on the sight. But I just kind of eyeballed everything in, and then I shot it through paper, and it tuned like really quick. I eyeballed the arrow, and I got it shooting really good. So I got it where I needed it to be, and then I just wanted to walk you through 3 shots real quick at 20 yards so you can hear the bow all the way through the target. That's great. Alrighty. Well, I'm shooting at the middle of 4 blocks. That's close enough to the center, I think. This bow, I'm going to just say this price point. I don't call out numbers. But at this price point, I think I will say right through the same hole. I will say that I'm going to do a scale of 10. I'm not going to get into too much of the detail. The bow has angled in limbs are angled on the ends. Goes in the press really well. The shot's pretty smooth. I've got a sidebar on it and then a 4-inch stab in the front because I hunt out of a lot of ground blinds. All in all, this camo pattern is growing on me a little bit. It looks pretty good when you lean it up against a tree. The cam system it's a little difficult at the back, but when you sink in, you're in pretty good shape. It feels pretty good. You know it's a speedy little rig. It's still got great brace height, but it's pretty fast for what it is. So I would say that what they are portraying this bow is probably what it is. I'm going to give this bow 8.5 out of 10, simply from a price point standpoint and a shootability. Now, I will tell you this is a style of bow that I like to shoot, a little speedier bow, 340 plush-ish, low brace height. This bow, I think they said is 31 inches. And all in all, I think I give it a good review. I'm at like shot 6 or 7. And well, no, that was been 7, 8, 9 right there. So it's gripping tight and it tuned tight and no cam lean. All in all, the strings seem to be, me personally, I would go with a little heavier string, like another couple strands. But it seems like what they're trying to do, they're really close to getting there. One of the things I do like that I used on that last shot to match bubble and bubble, it's pretty cool that you can align the riser with the bubble. So it's an option for you. There's a lot of good bows on the market. I would say this is up there with the good ones. And you just got to decide that at those new price points that all these bows are at now, if this is the brand and the bow for you. But one last time, she got an 8.5 out of 10. And I imagine I'm probably going to be sticking something with this bow fairly soon. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to Chit Chat with the Pig. And I'm out.